everyone, and welcome back to Chloe vs Chinese. The place where we turn massive cultural blunders into awesome language lessons. I'm Chloe.
And I'm Daniel. Hello, everyone. Today, we are heading into a place that many of you might visit if you come to China to study the Chinese classroom, or Zhongguo Jiaoxi.
Ah, the Chinese classroom. It's a place of incredible discipline, high respect, and very specific traditions. Daniel, how did your guest lecture at the Art Academy go last week?
Chloe, I have never felt so stressed and so confused in my entire life. In America, college classrooms are pretty laid back. Students walk in with giant iced coffees, slump back in their chairs, prop their feet up, and shout out questions whenever they feel like it. So, I walked into this Chinese classroom with that exact same energy.
Oh no, Daniel. Please tell me you didn't treat a Chinese classroom like a casual Starbucks lounge.
I did, Chloe. And the moment I opened my mouth, the entire room of 60 students looked at me like I was an alien life form that had just disrupted the fabric of their reality. The silence was deafening.
Well, the teacher-student dynamic in China is deeply rooted in Confucian values of respect, or Zunjie. To save all of you from completely freezing up a classroom or offending a Chinese professor, today we are breaking down the top 3 things you should absolutely never do in a Chinese classroom. Pay extra attention to number 3. It's a physical ritual that catches almost every Westerner off guard.
Yes, save your grades and your dignity. Hit that subscribe button right now. Give us a like, and let's look at Chinese classroom survival etiquette.
Perfect. Let's start with rule number 1, which is the beverage disaster Daniel hinted at. Daniel, what exactly did you bring to class?
I brought a giant, extra-large iced Americano filled to the brim with ice cubes. It was a hot day, but as I sat at the teacher's desk before the lecture started, I noticed that all 60 students were staring intensely at my cup. Then, during the break, a very polite student walked up and handed me a thermos of boiling hot water and whispered, "Teacher, ice is bad for your stomach."
Welcome to the ultimate Chinese health taboo. Rule number 1, never flaunt iced drinks in a traditional classroom, or he bing shai.
But it's just coffee. Why is ice treated like poison?
In China, traditional medicine teaches that drinking cold water destroys your body's internal balance and energy, or yang-ji. Drinking hot water, or he reshi, is considered the ultimate cure-all. If you bring a giant cup of ice into a classroom, older professors might look at you with genuine pity and concern, thinking you are actively destroying your health.
Wow. So they weren't mad? They were just worried my stomach was going to explode?
Exactly. If you want to fit in, bring a thermos, or bao and bei, filled with warm tea or hot water. It shows you respect the local lifestyle.
Warm tea and a baovenbei. Got it. Now, rule number 2 is about how you sit and move. During the lecture, I wanted to feel closer to the students. So, I leaned against the front of the teacher's heavy wooden podium, crossed my legs, and casually sat right on the edge of the desk while talking. I even put my hands in my pockets.
Oh my god, Daniel. Sitting on the desk, or zuozai zuzi shang, and putting your hands in your pockets is a massive no-no. Rule number 2, never display casual body language in front of a class.
But in the West, professors do this all the time to look approachable and cool.
Not in China. In Chinese culture, the podium and the desk are sacred symbols of knowledge, or jishi. Sitting on them is seen as incredibly lazy and disrespectful to the institution of learning. As a teacher or a student, You are expected to maintain an upright, proper posture, or zhuazi duanzheng. Slouching, putting your feet up, or leaning casually makes you look like you don't take the education seriously.
Wow, okay. Stand straight, keep your hands out of your pockets, and treat the desk like a desk, not a couch. Lesson learned. Now, rule number 3 is the one that completely blew my mind. Right before the class officially started, the bell rang. Suddenly, the class monitor stood up and shouted, "Kyuli," which means, "Stand up." And all 60 students stood up instantly like a military unit, bowed to me, and chanted in unison, "Lashi, hello." "Hello, teacher." I froze. I didn't know whether to salute or run away.
Daniel, you encountered the sacred classroom greeting ritual. Rule number 3. Never ignore or skip the Kyuli ritual.
It felt so intense. What was I supposed to do?
This is a beautiful tradition called Shankei. When the monitor shouts Kyuli and the students say yo, you, as the teacher, must bow back slightly and say Tongzuemin yo, Kingzua, which means hello students, please sit down. Only then can they sit. It's a mutual demonstration of respect before knowledge is shared.
Ah, so I was supposed to tell them to sit down? No wonder they stood there staring at me for an entire awkward minute. I just stood there giving them a thumbs up.
Oh dear, yes, they were waiting for your permission to sit. And as a student, if you are ever taking a class in China, you must stand up immediately when the monitor gives the command. You cannot just sit there checking your phone.
Wow, the discipline is incredible. Let's do a quick survival recap for the Chinese classroom. One, skip the giant iced drinks and embrace the warm bei. 2, maintain a respectful, upright posture and never sit on desks. And 3, always participate in the Kyuli standing ritual with respect.
Brilliant summary, Daniel. See, the Chinese classroom might seem strict at first, but it's actually a beautiful environment built on mutual respect between those who teach and those who learn.
It really is. Once I understood it, I realized how much they value education. Next time, I'm standing up straight, bringing my hot tea, and giving a perfect Kingzuo.
I can't wait to see that, Daniel. To our amazing audience, what are the classroom rules like in your country? Do you have to stand up when the teacher walks in?
Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to Chloe vs Chinese, leave a like, and share this video with anyone planning to study abroad in China.
Thank you for watching, everyone. Zaijian for now.
Zaijian, see you next time.